I'll just welcome Anu ma'am and then we can start. Anu ma'am, can you please come? A very good evening to everyone. I'm just waiting for a few more participants. Hello, Sunil sir. I'm just waiting for a few more participants to join in. Exactly at 10, I will invite Anu ma'am, Anushree ma'am to join us.
Very
You all
good.
can put your videos.
Hope you are much better now.
Much, much, much better, sir. Thank you for your good wishes.
You are back home or still in hospital?
No, sir, I'm still here. I'll be going back
Oh.
on Friday. Friday night, they said, but then I still got to wait for some more.
Friday, one more week. Mean to say. Oh.
It's a major operation, though I'm not showing it. It's quite major.
Oh. Which city are you in right now?
I'm in Pune.
In Pune. Okay.
So I think the guest is joined. I think we can start. I'll be taking the attendance. Quietly, I don't want to disturb.
I hope I'm visible.
1 minute. Yes, ma'am, you're quite visible. I'll just let in few people.
Sure.
So,
Hi, everyone.
thank you, Anushree ma'am, for accepting my invitation. It's been more than 6 months I'm behind you to give us time. So definitely, Anushree ma'am, it's a pleasure to welcome you to today's discussion on the age of automation, navigating the new era of work. And we are indeed excited to tap into your experience as we navigate the impact of AI on the workplace and explore new opportunities for HR to drive success in this evolving landscape. Warm welcome, Anushree ma'am. Thank you for accepting my invitation and giving me some time. You can take it on, ma'am. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Latika ma'am. Honestly, it's always a pleasure to talk to a forum like this of inspired learners. And at the same time, I definitely want everyone to know that this is a discussion, and I'm one of you. I'm just here to share some of the experiences that I have had, owing to say the way I have grown, the way I have had various life experiences, professional experiences. So here is something that I have been experiencing over the years, and I'll just share some of it with you. So without further ado, I'll just go ahead and share my screen. Do let me know once it's visible to all of you.
Anushree
I hope.
ma'am, it is visible.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So here it goes. As the topic says, HR in the age of automation, navigating the new era of work. So honestly, HR has gone through a lot of different twists and turns over the year. It started from a personal management, and now we are proudly saying that we are being partners to the business. We are strategic thinkers, and we discuss with business leaders, and we are equally responsible for the bottom lines as well. So, that being said, I would like to ask all of you, what do you think is the HR's defining moment? I mean, we have seen this function grow over the years. What really do you think is the HR's defining moment over these years? Any guesses? Please feel free to unmute and contribute to the session.
I think one is the war on talent. I think that
Sorry?
has been a major shift. The war on talent. Yeah, can you hear me?
A little bit. Can you just repeat that, please?
Yes. So the
Jobby,
war
if you
on
can,
talent.
Jobby sir, if you can please put your video on, even the speaker would be a little more motivated to speak if we see you.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Jobby sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think the defining moment is more on the war on talent for HR, globally in terms of how to attract talent with the right skill. So I think for me that's the defining moment.
Okay. Just to give a little background here, when I'm posing this question, what I really want to know from you people is a moment or a time when HR's uh, contributions were surfaced to a great extent, and the way HR grown after that has been a pivotal time. So the defining moment here for
Yeah,
HR.
so I think in that regard, right? So I think is the COVID was the defining moment, how to get people to work. I think for me that was quite key, and how eventually technology came into being, changing the whole ways of working, working from home, flexible working, etc., etc.
Absolutely. So you're bang on. And that's what you can see on the screen. The pandemic is something that has been HR's defining moment. And that really posed question about relooking at the entire generation, entire landscape of corporates. So it really made everyone to redefine some of the concepts in HR, say productivity or manpower. It asked everyone to recalibrate the benchmarks that we have been referring to, and that has been the defining moment. Post that, you will see that there are a couple of trends that we'll see in HR's work, and let's go ahead and start discussing those trends right now. Let me start with the first one. The first one is creating those authentic employee experiences. Okay, be it a flexible and hybrid working, be it making sure that there are diverse work arrangements taken care of. There are different generations working together, making sure that they are gelling with each other well. So the first trend that we are going to talk about is the employee experiences. Powerful employee experiences is what is the first trend of HR's work. So the retention factors, let me tell you, people have really changed. They are no more just pay and benefits. People do ask for work-life balance. People do ask for ethics and values. People want to know about their career advancement, and very much unapologetically, they ask for these factors. So those are the retention factors that HR must remember and keep working towards. The second, as I mentioned, is the diverse work arrangement. It's not a 9 to 5 only arrangement that we're looking at. Someone wants to work part time, someone wants to work on a contractual basis. And I'm saying wants to, it's not a compulsion, it's not a inevitable choice. They want to work for a contractual role. Someone says that, okay, I'll be working just 1 hour for next 1 year. So these different diverse type of work arrangements are coming up, and people want to work as per their choice, as per their flexibility, comfort. And as a HR, we have to take care of that. We have to figure out ways to make people work productively together as a team. The next is, of course, well-being. Thanks to COVID, we have everyone has gone in reflection mode. People have thought about things, purposes of their lives, what really matters to them, and that has brought them to thinking, yeah, okay, my well-being is really important, be it my physical, my mental, my emotional, family-wise. And when we are saying that, HR is looked up, and it is expected from them to be their partner of employee in the well-being of their of not just the employee but even their families. So when I say that, it's like going a step ahead, and not just professionally but personally also helping your employees. That is very much expected from the HRs of this generation. Now, look, when I say flexible, HR now believes in training forward. It's not a retrospective approach that we're looking at anymore. We anticipate needs, we anticipate trends, and we want to be future ready. And that's why we want our workforce, we want our employees, our teams to be trained forward, not as a reaction, but as a proactive step towards getting ourselves ready for the future. And the last one, which is sum of all of this, is Employee experience is not an accident anymore. It is a designed approach. We want to, step by step make sure that they're getting world class, authentic, empowering experiences. It's an effort, of course, but it is a deliberate effort to have that authentic employee experience. It's not an accident anymore. It's not a by chance anymore. So that is about the first trend of HR these days. Let's move on to the next one. The next trend that I'm going to talk about is organizational agility. Look around and you'll see that world is changing at a crazy pace, right? And if we really want organizations to thrive in such world, we want them to be completely agile. And who really imparts that agility? Of course, there are other functions, but the catalyst has to be HR. HR must go ahead and take steps to make sure that organization it's quick enough to look at disruptions, uh, look at look internally, rebuild, rearrange, restructure itself, and go ahead and tackle the disruption. That's what is expected from HR. That change DNA must be built by HR in in this era, in this generation. So for that, HR needs to think beyond the obvious. What is right there in front of your eyes, everyone can see that. The I would say the challenge or the credit here is to see beyond that. That's very important. Building change ready culture. How we can do that? You can see various pointers on the slide. uh, Being change ready is, as I mentioned, it's a mindset, and that has to be built step by step through various initiatives within the organization. And what really creates that culture is allowing room for change, allowing room to have changes in work pattern, work content, work expectation, work timing. Agility is all about being flexible. The one who's flexible, I mean, I can give you a very interesting example. Look at our yoga gurus. They're flexible, and that's the reason they're agile. So agility comes from flexibility, and it equally applies to the organizations as well. So it is HR's responsibility now to impart that agility to the organization. Now let's look at the third trend is analytics. So HR and numbers, they were not together for quite some time now, but now here is the era where people analytics becomes the third important trend in HR. Okay, so data now has to be language of HR. It's not just the gut feeling, and that doesn't mean I'm undermining the gut feeling, but to establish that credibility, we need to have matrices in place, preferably the leading matrices, because those are the ones which are going to predict some trends for us and which are going to help us build something which is futuristic. So data is our new language, and we must learn it, we must master it, we must have a command on that. And when I say data, it's not just people data. I'm also referring to the business data. When you're sitting with leaders from other functions, you should be able to converse with them about data related to their own functions, how it is shaping the manpower strategy, how changes in organization of one particular function, if that changes, how it really affects the overall dynamics of the organization. You should be well versed with that data. You should be able to have conversations and meaningful ones with the C-suite of all other functions. So business acumen and commercial mindset are very much important for today's HR. It's not that we are just dealing with people in our own way. No, it's about the profits. It's about the business. It's a very entrepreneurial kind of a mindset HR also needs to have. So to do that, for these analytics, technology is there, is at your service. You can easily utilize it. There are different tools which can create beautiful dashboards, beautiful reports, which can help you in the decision making. But uh, those are all are at your disposal if you really plan to get into numbers, get your hands dirty, and get really good at analytics. That's the third trend of HR. The next one, I'm sure you must have heard all these terminologies like DEI and sustainability. So I wouldn't say this is really typical only of Gen Z, but yes, they are more aware. Uh, so to say, they're more entitled. They have had a much stable, uh, I would say, richer childhoods, and that's the reason they have they can look around things and they can really ask questions like DEI and sustainability, which are real questions in today's world. So when we are looking at the workforce that is in the market right now, they do care about these things. They want to see the diversity, equality, and they want to see the inclusion. And it's not just a PR activity or a tick mark. It is definitely, they need to see it being done authentically. And that can be seen. It has to be fabric of your organization. If you say DEI, you have to be DEI compliant, so to say compliant, in all your processes, in the language that you're using, in the way people are getting treated in the organization. So it is a ripple effect. You can see it everywhere. So if you want to do it authentically, do it authentically. Otherwise, it will backfire. Same goes for sustainability. People care. I mean, I see my 12-year-old care about Earth, and I really feel nice about that. That he's thinking about the fact that we need to be mindful. There has to be a sustainable future, and if that is the case, of course, the organization must follow the suit. They must do their bit in the sustainability, and when I say that, it inevitably comes up to HR to look after these things like DEN and sustainability, even if it is, not directly assigned to them, right? And the last one is automation and AI, which we are going to talk in detail. Um, we have heard this enough, isn't it? I mean, last I would say couple of months, we have been we are going crazy with this word AI, right? So, what do you think? What do you think? Do you really feel this is something to be scared about, something to be intimidated about? Any thoughts about this word automation and AI? I mean, we have been looking at automated things from so long, but now suddenly AI has emerged and we are looking at it, wondering about it, having heated discussions around it. What has been your experience? Would like to know from you. Yes, anyone? What do you think? What is the one word? Okay, let's play a game. What is one word that comes to your mind when you hear at AI? Anyone? Please go ahead and unmute yourselves and tell me what is that one word that you think about.
Yes, hello, good afternoon.
Hello. So tell us.
Yeah, so
what
one
is
word
this?
that, sorry,
Yeah,
can I
tell
go
me the
ahead?
one word. Yeah, tell me the one word that comes to your mind when you listen to the word AI.
Uncertainty.
Good
Uncertainty.
evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, your voice is not clearing. It's cutting sometime.
Okay. Okay. Is it better? I just adjusted my connection.
No, ma'am.
What about others? Can others listen to me?
Yeah,
Yes,
for
but
me,
we
what
can
comes,
hear you.
It's
yeah,
okay.
what comes to mind is machine learning.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you clearly.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, sorry, I missed something one gentleman had said.
How it
Yeah, that
is
is
going to
Audu.
impact the entire employee, life cycle from resourcing
I
to exit. So that's something interesting, and it's crazy about. So we must date on this, kind of thing, so that we are good, better with this kind of automation and AI in the new Gen Z, with the new Gen Z. Because
Okay.
earlier it was the mechanical way of living. Now everything is digital, and from digital to now AI and automation. It's something very brilliant to understand and go with that. So that's how we are going to sustain our pace in nature. Yeah.
Wonderful. Someone else was also trying to say something.
Yeah,
Yes, hello.
my
Yes,
my hand is up, and I said that when you mention AI, what comes to mind is machine learning.
machine learning. Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Anyone else? Any other thoughts?
Yeah, for me, the one word that come to mind is augmentation.
Documentation.
Yeah,
Okay,
augmentation. Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, can I,
Ma'am,
hello?
Yes.
AI is which make work very easier.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the artificial intelligence, which
Wonderful.
smooth things,
Mm-hmm.
not more, not more thinking, giving
Mm-hmm.
the more idea, more directions, and right
Mm-hmm.
path. That's AI.
Okay. Lovely. Lovely.
technology.
Technology. Okay.
Intelligence by computer, looking at the entire spectrum of things.
Lovely. Wow.
can I
I
say
just wanted to also add.
agility?
Sorry.
Can I say agility, scalability? Thank
Oh
you.
yes. Oh yes. You can. You can. Why not? Sure. Yes. Lady was saying something. Sorry, I can't see.
Yes, I wanted to also mention that hey hi, AI has got some drawbacks. We cannot rely like 100% because it can hallucinate. It can also have some biases, especially racial or gender bias. Um, or any type of bias. So it's an automation that can help us think faster and get more quicker suggestions, but we cannot 100% rely on it. That's why there's that human input at the end of the day.
Lovely. Lovely. Amazing answers.
Yes,
Thrilled
hello.
by that. Yes. Go
Hello.
ahead. Yes.
Yeah. So in all companies, in all multinational companies, they cannot proceed their work if they don't use AI and automation, because as you know, there is a big competition in the market. So there is process optimization. So whenever we want to optimize our process, so we should automate it. And whenever we should automate it, we need developers. And developers, they will work on software. Softwares, they need to be linked into AI machines. So that's why the IIBM, they have LMS system, yes, learning management, learning tool. So it should be used in AI. So we cannot succeed in competition without AI. Even in the HR department, whenever we do the job analysis and competency framework and grading and all of these, we should link it with other software. It's called business intelligence. So we need to integrate the business intelligence, AI, and all of these in order to see as a helicopter view all to predict our future and to be always in competition.
Lovely. Great, great response. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Fantastic. So that's the first question. What is AI? So let us take a step back and let's revisit some of the basics. So roughly, one of the respondent, he did mention about machine learning. So for now, I mean, roughly, there are multiple things, but three things that are on top of my mind. What is AI is the natural language processing, which is more text related. There is a robotic process automation, automating similar kinds of uh, repetitive tasks in such a way that they happen flawlessly. That is robotic process automation. And the third one, as you correctly mentioned, is a machine learning, whereas the tasks are getting repeatedly done, but at the same time, machine is upgrading himself. He's learning on its own. So that these are roughly three parts of AI. Why it matters today in workplace? You people shared so many things with me, and I'm really thankful to all of you for that. Why it really matters today in workplace is 50% of people, employees all over the world, they feel threatened by AI. They feel that their jobs are going to go away. Okay. So of course, something which is so significant, there must be something to it, right? 67% of the workforce, they feel that, I need AI, but my organization is not provisioning that learning for me. And out of those who are actively using AI in their workplace, 70% of them, they feel that, okay, now my time is free up in such a way that now I can focus on something which I really like, which I really enjoy, or which is really adding value, which is really meaningful, right? So as per SHRM, this is what these are the percentages of workforce. So if that is the case, of course, AI matters. Now let's look at it um, from a perspective of HR. Can I? Can I? Yeah. Okay. Here it is. So when we looked at different things that are being done in HR domain, there are different activities. What we see is 51% of the work in recruiting is can be augmented by HR, which resume screening, your role-based assessment, 51%, which is quite a bit, right? 30% of employee experience can be handled by HR. Could be chatbots, okay, could be sentiment analysis. There are employee experience surveys that we take. So sentiment analysis, suggesting the action items based on that, that becomes part of employee experience. With respect to learning and development, could be tailored learning paths for the learners, maybe content recommendation. We see that even on our OTTs, right? So content recommendation could be one of them. Automatic skill gap analysis could be one of them. Knowing your background, your where you have grown up, where you studied, what all you did overall in your journey, and what is your current status, performance status in the organization. The skill gap analysis can be done in the light of upcoming role, maybe that is also handled by HR. 26% of the performance management, so automated goal tracking, we can say, uh, predicting the performance. As I mentioned about the gap, there is also prediction of the performance. With respect to technology, AI can do data integration, two different portals talking to each other, making sure that there is a unified experience all across. That is a possibility here. Workflows are getting automated. And last one is HR function strategy. So 20% impact, or positive impact over there, that your analysis is by getting done there, your reports, your dashboards, be it your attrition percentage, your manpower planning. So AI is contributing in each and every aspect of our world right now. If we just see it really carefully, we will definitely know that this is the impact, right? So what is the sum total? Sum total is what AI can do at work. Basically, it can automate repetitive tasks, enhance decision making, as I mentioned about the dashboards. You can make more accurate, more informed decisions with taking different parameters in consideration. Improving customer experience. I said by nature I said employee, because my employees are my customers. So improving your customer experience and supporting learning development. These are a couple of things that AI is doing right now. So yeah, this is the role of technology: elevating experience, simplifying, enabling, and strengthening the credibility. So some real world examples, I'm sure a couple of them you all must have used. If not, please go ahead, use them. Chat GPT, we all know about it, but there are other tools that you can look at, maybe, Copilot, maybe Zendesk. So these are some examples for, and the list is really big, really big. What AI can't, what AI can't replace? Emotional intelligence. There is a difficult performance feedback that must be given to someone. There is no step-by-step guide for that. Okay. Every situation is unique, every person is unique, every background is unique. You need to know how to handle it best. As a human, you know it. As a AI, there is a struggle, right? Emotional intelligence. One example, one experience that I keep having, you know, emotional intelligence. The next one is ethical reasoning. So there is a right, there is a wrong, and there is a whole big gray area there, right? So that is the area we have to navigate. As a human being, we find it really easy most of the times, but as AI, it will be very difficult. No, ethical reasoning is something that AI can't replace. Complex problem solving requiring human context. Some moving parameters continuously, different weightages to that those parameters, and at that moment in that time frame you need to take decisions, you have to solve problems. Difficult, right? I mean, of course we cannot pinpoint everything as a cause and effect in these situations, but as a human we are capable of taking some of the complex uh, decisions in a difficult situations. AI, it's little difficult. And obviously human connection and creativity. I always I can tell one really funny example. There is, there are call centers, and you dial them up and they'll play the record, and tell press one for this, press two for this. My habit, I won't tag it good or bad, but I will directly press 9 because I want to talk. I want to talk to somebody, and whatever steps they are going to tell, fine. I know that I will be able to solve a couple of things there, but it's better that I just quickly talk to someone and get it solved. I don't know whether this has happened with any one of you, but this is the human connection. Sometimes you require it. Creativity. AI can paint something which is already painted by someone. It can pick it up from there. But something which is completely original, no, it's the time is not yet there that AI can originally create something just like human. So this is what AI can't replace. And why are we talking about that? These are the areas which we need to strengthen as a professionals, because those cannot be replaced by AI. Those are the things, they don't have patterns, and that's the reason you will always require a human connection here, right? So what this means for all of us, it's a tool, it's not a threat. There are multiple times there are such disruptions have happened, something new has come up. It sounds scary in the beginning, but yes, in the end, of course, we figure that out. So someone mentioned uncertainty. I have seen even in my organization there is AI, we need to use it, but how? Not all the details of that are yet clear, because everyone is learning. The entire world is learning right now. How? And we will eventually figure it out. But just because at this moment, since there is no complete clarity, doesn't mean it won't be there ever. AI is a tool and it's not a threat. Someone correctly mentioned focus. How can you can use it to simplify your work? Yeah, it is for making a life easy, be it any profession. What we really need to do is to learn to ask better questions. They keep saying, right, you ask to universe something and it will give it to you. For that we need to ask clear questions. So what is true with universe is also true with AI. You ask correct thing, you will get the desired answer, right? Better prompts. There are prompt libraries, there are prompt engineering courses. Yes, it really helps. And in the end, of course, stay curious. Don't get intimidated. So anything that comes as a new, there's a way, there are steps, there is a trajectory that everyone goes through, and here is that. So becoming aware, to experimenting with that thing, optimizing it, standardizing, and ultimately transforming. Okay. But to reach that level, to reach that stage, there are a couple of things that we all need to do. So as an organization, we have done multiple things. And there are a couple of suggestions as an HR professional I would like to share with all of you. At org level, if you want to inculcate this AI learning, AI adoption, here are a couple of things that could be done. So AI as a habit, every single day, one little thing that I learn about AI. You don't have to do everything at once, but one small thing every day at a regular interval, maybe once a week, inculcating that habit of learning AI on a regular basis. Demos. So when you see it, you believe it. So as a leadership, it is really great if leaders come across, share their experiences. Come here, I'll show you something. Here is a mail that I wanted to draft. I otherwise would have taken half an hour. With the help of technology, I just could do it in a couple of minutes. When you see it, when you see the value, you tend to adopt it faster. So AI demos. In a cocoon, you are safe, right? So to do experiments, you need to feel safe. So we need to create cocoons. Organizations have created experimental zones, cocoons, where people can safely make mistakes, learn, and that's the best kind of learning. We know since our childhood we have, that's the most used way of learning, which is a long lasting learning. It's to do and to learn. So cocoon, creating those AI cocoons. In any organization, there are a couple of people who adopt quickly, who are beginners. Then there are followers, and there are laggards. Okay, so there are also always early movers when it comes to any change. So celebrate those champions, celebrating that, okay, this is the landmark achieved. People draw inspiration and the adoption goes up. And don't ever hesitate to seek help from the expert. Some people have already learned something, and if we can benefit from their expertise, why not? Cross-functional teams are something which is really helpful, because there are champions spread across the organization. If they come together, they work on some very interesting project, they share their experiences, their outcomes with the team, it becomes really easy for team to come and adopt this new technology. And leadership talks, taking turns. So we have a session like this in our organization, where we come together, we tell each other, this is a small thing that I have done, this is the new learning that I have seen, this is the impact that I have gotten with the help of technology. So keeping that momentum going, keeping that ball rolling, it's something that really helps in going from aware to transforming. So we'll have to learn it, test it, and lead with it, because AI is here to stay. And if we sum it up with our human potential, there is ROI. So one important point mentioned by one of the contributors is the responsible use of AI. There are biases, there are possibilities of misuses, and honestly, a clear guideline, clear laws are on their way. It's yet to be there. It is yet to get solidified, substantiated, and enforced. Couple of things are still, as I mentioned, gray. So responsible use of AI is very important. So we are using data, we are using that data to help machines learn. So we have to make sure that we are not crossing boundaries ethically, legally, respecting privacy, respecting transparency is very important. And as and when, of course, these guidelines, these frameworks will evolve, it will be very easy to follow through this. But at this moment, I think a couple of times we'll have to exercise our own judgment to make sure that AI is being used responsibly here, right? So thank you. Someone did raise this point. So AI compatible culture, these are some of the parameters, these are some of the key items that adaptability. We did talk about in one of the trends that agility comes from flexibility. It's the same thing here, fostering adaptability. We have to be quick on our feet, we have to be open, and we have to embrace change as gracefully as possible, be it AI, be it any other change. Driving alignment and belief exercises. When I talked about demos, this is what I really meant. Belief exercises. People, it's not easy to believe that this can be useful, especially, people come from different backgrounds. They have different kinds of upbringings and different level of resistance. So belief exercises really help in getting that alignment and helping trigger that motivation in people. Empowering middle management, leadership has a one vision. Ground level people, they have some different concerns or maybe some ground level problems as well. Middle managers are the links between these two, so staying closer to them, understanding their assessment of both the sides and helping them make efforts successfully is what really helps, and we are doing that in wrestling. So it's not a tech trend. We have seen multiple, languages, multiple technologies come and go. But this time it is a power shift. It is not just a tech trend which can come and go. So what can we do? What can we do as HRs? We have to build skills which are really human specific. So when I talked about trend, what is really happening, I'll tell you, is from in human resources, more and more focus, emphasis is now coming to the human part, right? There are payrolls, machines are taking care of that. There are documentations, machines are taking care of it. Where do we need human resources when there are human aspects to our role? So these are some of the skills, and if you really look through all of them, you'll realize that those are the ones which cannot be replaced by AI. Innovation, agility, influence and collaboration, compassion, empathy, critical thinking and resilience, analytics, decision making. Now here, tools can definitely aid, okay? It's not that tools are completely not useful here. They do, but the final trigger we'll have to pull. Digital savviness for the same reason, for all the tools, so that we are capable of balancing all the expectations from us. With the help of digital savviness, we can manage our time well, and we are focusing our time in a value driven work, right? So here is the final thought, I would say. As a HR, as a strategic partner, when we say that, we'll have to use insights coming from various sources, could be data, could be from discussions, connections, talks. Insights could come from different places, different observations. Balancing technology and humanity, very tricky balance. So our CHRO used to say, these are the things which we need to automate, and these are the things which we need to humanize. And I really love that word. So, having that distinction very clear, these are the automation part, these are the human part. So that distinction is a very important thing. And aligning values with performance and culture. It's the culture that we are building. As a HR, we are building culture, and that's where is our biggest contribution. Okay. So thank you so much. Any questions, anybody? These are some of the, I would say, experiences I wanted to share with you. as an organization, even we are going through so many things at this moment. So it's interesting time to be in. It is definitely a tough one, I would say. Yeah, Sarat Kishore, you have your hand raised. If I can help you with
Yeah,
something.
this is very crisp and very good presentation, ma'am. Thank you so much. This is eye opener for us. I have 2, 3 pointers on this
Sure.
because we are from the same,
Kishore sir,
function.
if you could please put your video on.
Yeah, just a second. Yes.
Nice
So
to attach name to your face.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, what we're practicing now, while we're using the Chat GPT or the concept of AI into our practices, we are finding, some problems as you have shown the last second slide. That is, how the system can detect the kind of sentiment of candidates, whether they are joining us, not joining us, what is going in their mind. That cannot AI cannot be read. I'll tell you one thing. I write blogs or I write PILs and all. I draft this. I used to sit for long hours and being a think tank, I want to bring some words, fantastic sentences or it related to my, kind of subject. But since I'm using the chat GPT or some concept of AI, what I'm finding, I'm slowly, eliminating my thought process. Digital thinking is something that I'm demoting myself, in the race that this is going to destroy me sometime after. I don't know how AI is going to help us in this uncertainty, rightly said by somebody. And because in the long run, definitely for middle management or the junior managers, those are into payroll or documentations, this is going to help, no doubt. But we are going to miss our thought process into that. And the last second slide, I described all those things. Thank you so much, man.
So I'll tell you, my experience. This is precisely my fear as someone who would like to express things on my own. So initially, I started using ChatGPT for emails, and as a person that I am, I used to write everything and just run through it for the final check. Okay. One of my friend did mention that, okay, why are you taking so much effort? Why are you doing all of this? You can simply put prompts and you can get it done. I was like, that's fine, but the joy that I get in expressing in my own word, in my own way, my own style, is something which is important for me. And that's where, we will have to, in such cases, we'll have to take that extra step and take those extra efforts to have a couple of things belonging to us. If we lose out on that ability to express, it basically boils down to the mm, clarity in your thoughts. So there is a GPT, there is everything, but there is still this which I prefer and I like, because it's not just pen and paper. It's by the way, it's scientifically proven that if you write, I mean, pen and paper and screen and fingers, it's a different connection. The stronger one is of course pen and paper, and that will never go out of fashion. But yeah, we have to be really mindful where to use it and where we can, have our boundaries protected. So I do get your point, and I have gone through the similar experience. Thank you.
I'll just put it one word that I used to send, different kind of emailers from CHRO desk and all. Earlier, I used to write it for hours and, minutes, and being a think tank, how it correlate with the people's, kind of emotion and how people are going to react. I used to get a lot of reactions or respond to that mail. But once you are going to, we're using this chat GPT and my youngsters, they are using this chat GPT to draft something for me. So what we are getting in the return, the reactions, what is this mail about? There is no emotion. These fantastic or bombastic words there, nothing connect to employees. That's something surprise to us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as I mentioned, it's a tricky balance. if we are automating some things, we have to also humanize some things. If we are getting that time back to us, we have to use it judiciously, so that it enhances our own function, right? Any other question? Anything you want to share? Any feedback? Please go ahead. I'm more than eager to listen. I'm just a learner like you. So yeah, Manas Muzumdar. Yeah. On behalf of Latika ma'am, I would only say, can you just turn on your camera? It will be nice to see you.
Yeah, ma'am, is a very good learning session to us. And I'm excited when I see the topic because it's a most hot topic in all over the industry.
Blazing.
And that is an institute, and ma'am organized that particular things is a lightning to us. And how you present all the things is very nice. Is a learning things, and AI today is a blessing or a disguise to someone. But everything, whenever new technology, new things are there, but we are country in India, we also facing lack of quality manpower. Where AI give us a very important tool, where we covered it up so many things nicely. And for me, I'm very much fond of AI because so many data analysis, productivity, dashboard, where earlier you depend someone or we are spending more time for that and thought process. Nowadays we thought for the keywords, what we want, how we want, how to make it, and what is the stipulated time. That three things always knocked us. Still, we need to learn so many things in the end.
Absolutely.
But you enter session and you know. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you to you. That excellent and is it more detailing, more detailing. I appreciate. Means you done a superb job. That I can say.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
As
Thank
I
you so
mentioned,
much.
it's a very interesting topic, and I'm also learning about it. I'm also trying to think, and this actually gave me opportunity to take a deep dive on things that I personally wanted to do. So thanks to all of you. I think you just motivated me to dig deeper into this topic.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am. Please go more deeper because we have a lack of manpower, lack of technical manpower. I mean, thank you so much, you and my ma'am. Thank you so much.
thanks a lot.
Manas sir, I'd like to add in here. She's my cousin.
Okay.
It runs into the blood.
Thank you. Again, ma'am, this is super topic.
That is the worry.
Ma'am, it's a nice gift.
That is
It's a
the
nice
worry.
gift that
runs into
No
our
wonder.
Family of doctors and academia.
Yeah, that's why looks like you, ma'am.
She's Anu, we are related. How you're my mom's sister. Like she's not like though the generation there's a difference. Yeah, she
Actually,
in
exactly.
relation she's my aunt, but then we are
Yeah, I'm her
same
aunt,
age.
but just delete that.
But she nowhere looks my aunt. We are of the same age. Same age, same yeah.
Oh, the lecture is too short time. Actually, it should be around 2 to 3 hours. We enjoy.
Sir, I will invite her for a seminar, but finding her was a big job. I'm sure if we were not cousins, she would have never given time.
No,
She's
I
that
think since
occupied with
we
her
were,
work.
yeah, I think it's the blame is to the AI, as I mentioned, because even my organization is going through a lot of changes going to AI, and we are figuring out things. We are helping people figure out things. It's not an easy journey because there's a lot of anxiety, unpredictability. Nobody really knows that where we are going to land. World at large, I mean. So that's what was really keeping me occupied, and I really wanted to do this, but doing it without preparation, without a proper, treatment to it, would not have been, my thing. So I took some time. I learned it myself, couple of things, uh, collated concepts, and I just wanted to present it to you as a value add. So that's the reason I took longer, and I just hope it paid off.
Anu ma'am, I do see few people raising their hands, but I'm sorry, scholars. I don't think I can allow you to ask her any questions because I do need to extend a vote of thanks. So
A
please
small
allow
request
me.
from my side, if they have any questions, if you can just pass it on to me later on through email, or they can, just, send it across. Since they have raised their hand, I just feel responsible to answer or at least interact. So if you can just share those questions, collate it your side
Sure,
and share it
sure, Anu
to me,
ma'am, I'll do the
I will try
needful.
to.
Surely I'll do the needful. But any which ways, thank you, Anushree ma'am, for sharing your valuable insight on the age of automation, navigating the new era of work. Your expertise has provided us with a deeper understanding on how AI is transforming the workplace and the role of HR in the new era. We are definitely grateful for your time and looking forward to applying the insight to drive success in our own organizations. Thank you, Anu ma'am, for everything you've done. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to me patiently, interacting, saying those kind words for me. We'll keep learning together in this journey. I'm glad that we could spend some interesting, enriching time together. And I look forward to spend some more time with all of you. So thank you, Latika ma'am, for chasing me down and making me study things that I wanted to do myself. I think you became the trigger of this journey, and we are on it together.
You're fantastic, Anu ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, scholars.
Thank you, Litika
Thank
ma'am.
you very much.
It's a big complex for this entire
Thank you.
session.
Thank you.
My pleasure,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very
It's
much.
been
Bye
quite
bye. Thank you, everyone.
insightful.
Thank you
Thank you very
very
much.
much. Very
We really
inspiring
appreciate
session. Much
everyone
appreciated.
who
Have
took
the
the presentation.
Nice. Thank you for a nice presentation.
Thank you.
Bye, colleagues.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, Anu ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Tomorrow is a holiday, scholars. I'll see you all on Monday. Okay? Bye. Happy
Thank you,
weekend.
ma'am. Happy weekend.
Bye. Happy
Thank you.
weekend.
Thank you,
Happy
sir.
weekend to you.